Actor Tyler Perry has shocked the world by proving to be too busy to meet the Kenyan President William Ruto. By now, we all know that the Kenyan President has been on a state visit in the United States of America, and yesterday he was supposed to meet Tyler Perry while on his visit at the Tyler Perry Studios. However, we didn't get to see him meet Tyler Perry himself, and later on got to see an apology statement from Tyler Perry via Instagram explaining why he was unable to meet with the African president. Unfortunately, my schedule was booked and I'm heartbroken that I couldn't move things around in time to be there to greet President Ruto of Kenya as he and his family and delegation toward Tyler Perry Studios. The good news is that means I will have to make my way to Kenya very soon. I am honored, humbled, and thankful that you stopped by, President William Ruto. What stood out for me in his apology statement is the fact that he said that he wasn't able to move things around in time to be there to greet President Ruto. Why is it that greet stood out to me? It's because here in Kenya, we were told that the president was going to meet up with Tyler Perry so that they could be able to discuss how they can boost our film industry here in the 254. But the fact that Tyler Perry is saying greet, it means that really, he wasn't aware of these discussions that we were being told here in our country. That aside though, let's look at how Kenyans have reacted to this news, starting with this lady right here.
So Tyler Perry didn't even bother to come meet Nabi personally. Nabi is being shown around the Tyler Perry studios by a Kenyan comedian. There's no even a photo op with this Tyler Perry. Then he's gonna come back and say, oh, Sijui, I've gotten jobs, the American studios are moving to Africa. I mean, he's meeting washed out guys like Shaquille and Steve Harvey. I mean, really? This is so wild, family. This is such a shame that a full African president can visit the Tyler Perry studios. And Tyler's like, wait, we ain't got time. It should show you how irrelevant we are. He's such a puppet, man.
There are Kenyans who agree with this TikToker that indeed it was embarrassing for President William Ruto that Tyler Perry could not get out of his schedule to meet him. Other Kenyans felt that the president really does deserve this after all the taxes. So people laughed about it, by the way. In fact, when this news reached the BNN chat, netizens were laughing about it, sending laugh emojis and whatnot. How have you felt? How have you reacted to this news? Let me know in the comment section. At the same time, other netizens are waiting to hear what the president will have to say about all this. He still hasn't responded as he is not yet back in the country, but people are eagerly waiting to hear what he will say next. There are also people who have noted how maybe this is an indicator of how the government is unable to plan prior. Like they're all about announcing and making the big announcements, but when it comes to the planning, it seems this is where they drew the line. So people feel that maybe Tyler Perry wasn't able to show up to meet the president simply because he hadn't been informed about this. A BNN fan commented, Yani hapa ilini mix. This was an event planned for months. It was not a surprise. He was the main event. How then was his schedule tight? Did they really plan at all, or they just wanted to cruise in a private jet? So who did they meet exactly? Steve Harvey? The question asking who exactly they met is of significance. The Principal Secretary of Foreign Affairs, Korir Sing'oei, had said, and I quote, "The president will visit the Tyler Perry studios and several players in the Hollywood ecosystem, be able to have a conversation with them about how they can work together with Kenya to unblock the potential of film." All we got to see President Ruto and his team meet is Steve Harvey, and no other Hollywood actor. Tyler Perry himself didn't show up. So were they really able to achieve the objective of the tour to Tyler Perry Studios?